Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, David here, and welcome back to another Atlas news video. And today we have two little news topics to go over: important stuff, small stuff, also unexpected stuff. So let's get right into it. So first things first, Atlas announced a couple of days ago that they are dropping, or actually it already dropped, a brand new version and patch for SMT5 Vengeance. Yeah, you guys were potentially expecting something else because Vengeance came out in June and we're getting an update now, but it's actually a fun update. So if it were just like bug fixes and everything, I wouldn't necessarily report on it, but there's actually new content in there. So let's look at the patch notes here on the official Atlas website. Links is in the video description. All right, so here we are on the official site, patch 1.0.3 for SMT5 Vengeance. Here it is. So they're dropping a brand new demon plus subquest, so totally new demon here in game, which looks really awesome as well, with a quest next to it and 6 new demon navigators. Now the navigators, we knew this would be a thing because they polled fans a while ago actually asking, hey, which navigator would you like to see the most added to SMT5 Vengeance? So we knew it was going to happen, but we actually have new navigators now. So they're saying 6 new demons navigators have been added based on your community vote. Mara, Eden, Mothman, Fion Macumhale, Hellbiker, and Cleopatra has been added, and this is one hell of a lineup. Now Mara, for obvious reasons, it was added. Mothman, an icon, of course it was added. Fion Macumhale is probably one of the most popular new demons in SMT5, so here he is as a neutral rep. He is here as a navigator now. It's awesome. Hellbiker, once again, a fan favorite. Cleopatra, I mean, Cleopatra looks pretty nice in SMT5, so I think people wanted to see more of her, and she is now a navigator, which, I'll be honest, y'all, the community, great picks for demon navigators. I think it's looking good now. I definitely want to go back and beat that subquest, that new subquest that we have, which is called the Guardian of Light subquest, and you have to speak to Godo in Taito Ward, so late-ish game to be able to start that quest here. So I'm not sure what are the requirements and levels that you need to have to go through that quest, but it gives you a new demon, which is Marisi of the Kishin race. She can be recruited and unlocked for fusion by completing the new subquest Guardian of Light. They also added elite virtual trainers, so if you go back to the Tokyo Diet building, you can do these kind of like challenge missions here. They now have elite ones, so you get to refight some of the bosses and some of the subquest bosses here in a row. Fun, very fun. Again, I did all the subquests in SMT5 Vengeance, or actually most of them. I didn't beat Shiva and everything. Other games came out and I didn't feel like grinding and getting ready for that, but here it is now, additional content and more reasons to go back to SMT5 Vengeance. I'll be honest, probably not anytime soon for me because I am very much still playing and enjoying Metaphor ReFantazio, and I've been very busy in my own personal life, so not enough time to play games, sadly, but hey, I'll get back to SMT5 at some point. They just mentioned as well that they did like various text fixes, various graphical fixes, some fixes to English voiceovers, and other performance-related fixes, which generally speaking, when they do a patch, they have this as well, which, hey, take it or leave it. Most people probably won't notice, but hey, it's fixes, therefore it's a good. Now, when it comes to our next news topic, it's one topic that interests me specifically. It's actually in relation to the partnership between Nintendo and Atlus and other third-party developers. So Nintendo had an investors meeting yesterday as of the time of uploading this video, and they had to speak with their investors about their future plans and everything, especially when it comes to their next system, because that's what everyone's looking forward to. Hey, Switch 2, what is going to happen next? And we're in an Atlas news episode, so what I want to talk about is one slide in particular that Nintendo had to show to their investors saying, hey, we're planning on strengthening relationships with software publishers. And of course, there's a big list of publishers, including none other than Atlus and Sega on the list, which is really good to see. But I'll be honest, not too surprising. It was kind of to be expected because you see what happened with Atlus being here on day 0 for the Switch with a first trailer, SMT5 teased during the Nintendo Switch presentation in January of 2017. So they were there day 0. But it was really calm. We had Captain Full Body, then we had Tokyo Mirage sessions and everything. So early on, the support was very small. But now, I mean, I have a whole freaking row in my shelf here dedicated to Switch ATLUS games like Catherine, 13 Sentinels, Unicorn Overlord by Vanillaware. You have SMT5, SMT5 Vengeance, Persona 3, 4, and 5. Big support here on the platform. Etrian Odyssey, Origins Collections. They really did a fantastic job at the end of the day. Some Persona spin-offs and everything. Nocturne HD. So now we have a big lineup of games, of ATLUS games on Nintendo. Games that sold very well on the platform as well for the most part. So it's not surprising to see that Nintendo wants to strengthen the relationships with publishers like an ATLUS, like a Sega. So what's going to happen on Switch 2? I mean, if you have not seen my big predictions video when it comes to what's next for ATLUS, not many people watched it, but I pour a lot of effort into it and I stand by my predictions. So hey, it's exciting to see what's going to happen next. And in that video, I go over Nintendo and ATLUS because I expect ATLUS to show up at the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal in some way, shape, or form. What is it going to be? I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. The two obvious candidates that people are always pointing towards are Persona 3 Reload, which released on all platforms but Nintendo. So to have a complete version of the Season Pass and Persona 3 Reload expansion pass, included in a $60 release on Nintendo 2, I think that would be a good thing to do. Metaphor, obviously, is the hot ATLUS game, or just the hot game at the moment. A lot of people are playing Metaphor ReFantazio and enjoying it. It's critically acclaimed. It's Game of the Year contender and everything. It might even win Game of the Year. So I think Nintendo probably wants to have Metaphor on their next system. So definitely Metaphor ReFantazio, Persona 3 Reload, I think are the two safest bets. I'm also looking at another game that skipped the platform that really should have been on Nintendo, which is Soul Hackers 2. So if they want to give it one final push, a complete version of Soul Hackers 2 with the expansion pass in there, with the epilogue that they added with the new dungeon, new character and everything, all of that in a $60 package, here you go on Switch 2. I think those three games are definitely serious candidates. I mean, a brand new game to be revealed alongside the system is also possible. What if they do SMT again? SMT 6 being teased at the Switch reveal? That seems kind of out there because Vengeance literally just dropped, and I think they had a lot of effort put into Vengeance, so I don't think they're ready to show 6, especially since they probably don't want to have us wait years of silence before we get our hands on the next game. So I wouldn't expect that, but it's possible. Or any of the other stuff that we talked about really in my predictions video. So make sure you check that out. Once again, the link is going to be in the video description. But to me, as a huge ATLUS and a huge Nintendo fan, it's just good news to see that they want to strengthen their relationship. So hopefully we see even more multi-platform in the future from ATLUS. So those were our two little news topics for today. Small stuff, but stuff that I definitely wanted to report on. So if you want to stay up to date on all things when it comes to ATLUS, RPGs, and more, you're at the right place. Please consider subscribing. Any thumbs up is a huge help if you enjoyed the content. You have a good day, y'all. Bye.